Hello everyone. Today we are taking a story on friendship from our coursework New Broadway, that is a chapter number 2. The name of the story is After 20 Years, written by William Sidney Porter. O. Henry is the pen name of American writer William Sidney Porter, born on 1862 and died on 1910, who wrote over 400 short stories known for their wit, characterization, and surprise endings. Most of O. Henry's stories are set in the New York of the early 20th century and are about ordinary peoples like clerks, policemen, and waitresses. Some of his famous short stories with twist endings are The Last Leaf, The Gift of the Maggie, and The Green Door. Pen name means you want to be addressed by that name as the author of your writings. O. Henry was very much interested in writing short stories with surprise ending by making the ordinary people like clerks, policemen, or waitresses as the main character of that story. So, today we are going to read one of the fine examples of his short stories with surprise ending. A little about the story. In life, we often part with our dear friends with a promise to meet again or be in touch. Carrying the memory of our friends, we often expect them to remain unchanged over the years, except for the sign of age. Can we always keep promise we made years ago? If we do, will our friends be the same as before? Find out how two friends kept a promise they made 20 years earlier and what they discovered about each other. So this story is based on the promise that has been made before 20 years between two friends. Here are some new words from the chapter. Beat means area of duty. Avenue is called a street in city. Trailing his club means moving his stick. Frame is called body structure. Swagger means confident way of walking. Reassuringly is called way that shows you less worried. Struck is called to hit. Chum means close friend. Chap means a boy. Figured is called gassed. Workout means find the solution. Correspondent means wrote letters. Plodder is called who works slowly without imagination. Staunchest means most loyal. Sharpest wits is called who thinks quickly to make good decision. Call time on him means finish waiting and go on time. Moderately is called to an average extent. Grim means harsh in manner. Gauge is called to look steadily. Steady means staying the same. Submerged is called hidden. Roman here nose is a curved nose. Pug nose is a called short flat nose. Sensible means to be of benefit, and trembled is called shivered. The policeman on the beat moved up the avenue impressively. Avenue means the street in the city, and beat is the area of duty. So this story starts with a policeman who was walking impressively on the street of his duty area. The impressiveness was a matter of habit since there were very few people on the street to watch him. So there were only few people who were watching him, but the impressive walking was in his nature. Though the time was barely 10 o'clock at night, the chilly gust of wind with a hint of rain in them had forced people indoors. So this was only 10 o'clock at night, but the cold wind and the sign of raining forced the people to be indoors. Trying doors as he went and twirling his club smartly, he cast his watchful eyes down the road. Twirling means to move lightly, and club was the nightstick that he was carrying in his hand. So he was moving his nightstick very smartly and was watching each and every doors whether they are locked properly or not on the road. Well built of frame with a swagger in his step, he indeed looked like the guardian of peace. Frame is called body structure, and swagger means the way of walking that seems very confident. So with a well built body structure, he was walking in his confidence, and he was looking like the guardian of peace. Guardian of peace means a policeman, means the person who is there for our safety. The neighborhood was one that kept early hours, and except for an all night food counter, most of the business places had long since closed. So, except some food counters, all the neighboring and other business shops has been closed. About midway of a certain block, the policeman suddenly slowed his walk. So the policeman reached midway of that street and suddenly he slowed his walking. In the doorway of a darkened hardware store, a man leaned. So a man was standing at the doorway of a hardware shop by bending of his body. As the policeman walked up to him, the man spoke up quickly. So the policeman approached to that man and that man started speaking. It's all right, officer, he said reassuringly. Reassuringly is called a way that makes you that you are less worried about something. Means that person was not worried after seeing that a policeman was approaching to him and he was saying, it's all right, officer, I'm just waiting for a friend. Means he was there for a friend. It's an appointment made 20 years ago, and he was having an appointment that was made before 20 years. Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? Means it was a little funny thing that if you are waiting just because of an appointment that has been made before 20 years. Well, I'll explain if you would like to make certain it's all right. Mean that when man wants to make it clear to that policeman that about that long ago there used to be a restaurant where this store stands, Big Joe Brady's restaurant. So that man was saying that at the place of this store, this hardware store, there used to be a restaurant before many years named Big Joe's Brady's restaurant. Until 5 years ago, said the policeman, it was torn down then. Then policeman said that yes, there was a restaurant, but that was before 5 years, and after that it was torn. The man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. So after that, that man is having a matchbox, and that matchbox, with that matchbox, he lit his cigar. The light showed a pale, square-jawed face with sharp eyes and a little white scar near the right eyebrow. Now here, the face description of that man is given in the light of that matchbox, that he was having a square face with the sharp eyes and there was a little white spot near his right eyebrow. The pin of his scarf was a large diamond set a little oddly. The scarf that he was wearing was pinned with a large diamond that was set strangely. 20 years ago tonight, said the man, I dined here at Big Joe Brady's with Jimmy Wells, my best chum and the finest chap in the world. Chum means friend and chap means boy. That man is talking about an incident happened before 20 years ago and introducing a man, Jimmy Wells, who was his friend and the best boy in the world, with whom he had dinner in Big Joe Brady's restaurant. He and I were raised here in New York just like two brothers together. Jimmy and he was raised in New York City just like the brothers. I was 18 and Jimmy was 20. Means before 20 years, the age of that man was 18 and Jimmy was of 20 years old. The next morning, I was to start for the west to make my fortune. Means the day when they were having their dinner, next morning that man has to move towards west for his career. You couldn't have dragged Jimmy out of the New York. He thought it was the only place on earth. So Jimmy liked New York very much, that nobody could drag him out of the New York, because according to him, New York is the best place for him on earth. Well, we agreed that night that we would meet here again exactly 20 years from that date and time, no matter what our conditions might be or from what distance we might have to come. So at that time, means when we were dining at Big Joe Brady's restaurant, we made a promise that after 20 years, exactly at the same place we are going to meet, without considering the conditions and the distance we are there. We figured that in 20 years, each of us ought to have a destiny worked out and a fortune made, whatever they were going to be. Figured is called guessed or predicted. So we guessed that within the duration of 20 years, we would have made a career, whatever the career is going to be made. It sounds pretty interesting, said the policeman, rather a long time between the two meetings, though it seems to me. The policeman was saying that between both meetings, the last meeting when you both had dinner and the meeting that is going to be happened today, the gap is too much, means a long time is there in between these two meetings, but even then it sounds interesting. Haven't you heard from your friend since you left? Means you kept no connection with your friend since last meeting? Well, yes, for a time we corresponded, said the other. Corresponded is called wrote letters to each other. But after a year or two, we lost track of each other. Means till the year of 1 and 2, we wrote letters to each other. But after 1 or 2 years, this connection was lost. You see, the West is a quite a big place, and I kept moving around quite a bit. Means that man was in West and he has to move from places to places all over in the West, and that was really a big place. So he was not able to keep the connection with Jimmy. But I know Jimmy will meet me here if he is alive, for he always be the trusted, the staunchest old chap in the world. Staunchest is called most loyal. So the man was saying, I know Jimmy was the most loyal and the best boy of this world. So he is going to be come today and he will definitely meet me if he is alive. He will never forget. Means he was so confident. He was so reminded about this meeting. I am hoping that he is going to meet me surely today and he is not going to forget about this meeting. I came 1,000 miles to stand in this doorway tonight, and it's worth it if my old partner turns up. Turns up is called to come. So that man crossed 1,000 miles to come at the same place, and it will be valuable for him if he got a chance to meet with his friend. The waiting man pulled out a handsome watch, its lid set with diamonds, and after that he has taken out a beautiful watch of which cover was set with the diamonds. 3 minutes to 10. He announced it was exactly 10 o'clock when we parted here at the restaurant door. Parted is called going away. So only 3 minutes were left to 10 o'clock, and that was the same time when they went away from each other at the restaurant door. Did pretty well out west, didn't you? Asked the policeman. Then police asked that you were doing very good job in west, didn't you? You bet. I hope Jimmy has done half as well. Then that man said, I can bet you that whatever the work, good work I'm doing in the west, Jimmy must have done half of that good. He was a kind of plodder, though good fellow as he was. Plodder was a man who worked continuously without imagination. So Jimmy was a type of man who can work continuously without imagination, but even then he was very good friend of mine. I have had to compete with some of the sharpest wits of who were after my wealth. Now, sharpest wits mean the person who is able to take the quick and good decisions. So here that man is boasting about himself that he was a type of man who can take good and quick decision, and this was the reason behind his success. A man gets into the routine in New York. It takes the West to make him sharp and agile. Agile means quick or prompt. Means if you are going to live in New York, you will be a just a daily routine man. But if you are in the West, then that is the place that give you a chance to make you a type of sharp and quick person. The policeman trilled his club and took a step or two. The policeman moved his nightstick and took 2 steps. I will be on my way. Hope your friend comes around all right. Then he said he is going on his duty and hoping that his friend will come on time. Going to call time on him sharp. Call time on him means to decide to finish the waiting and go away sharp at 10. Means policeman was saying to that man that After 10 o'clock, you decide to finish your waiting and you should go away. I should say no, said the other. I'll give him half an hour at least. But that man said, no, I will not go away. I'm going to wait for him for another half an hour. If Jimmy is alive on earth, he will be here by the time. So long, officer. Means if Jimmy is here alive on this earth, he will definitely come and I'm going to wait for him. Good night, sir, said the policeman, passing on along his beat, trying doors as he went. Now the policeman wished that man good night and went away on his duty by watching the doors, whether they are locked or not. There was now a fine cold drizzling falling, and the wind had risen considerably. After some time, it started a little raining, and the cold wind had risen and became colder. The few people who were walking about now hurried dismally and silently along with their coat collars turned high and their hands in their pockets. Dismally is called sadly. So the weather is getting colder. So all the people who were walking on the road, they are going sadly and silently by keeping their coat collars towards their neck and keeping their hands in their pockets to save themselves from the chilly wind and the raining. And in the door of the hardware store, the man who had come 1,000 miles to keep an uncertain appointment with the friend of his youth waited. And in this chilly weather, the man who has crossed thousands miles to just meet to his friend of his youth, he was standing at the doorway of that hardware store for waiting him. About 20 minutes he waited, and then a tall man in a long overcoat with collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. And near about after 20 minutes, a tall man who was wearing an overcoat and the collar of that coat was coming to his ears, that was coming from the opposite side of the street, and he was coming very quickly. He went directly to the waiting man and he approached to the waiting man. Is that you, Bob? He asked doubtfully. With a little doubt, he asked that man, are you Bob? Is that you, Jimmy Wells? Cried the man in the doors. After seeing that man, the man who was standing in the doors, he cried, is that you, Jimmy Wells? Bless my heart, exclaimed the new arrival, grasping the other man's hand with his own. New arrival has come for the new person. Exclaimed means to say something in joy, and grasping means to hold. So that new man was feeling very happy, and after holding the other man's hand in his own, he said that he was feeling very happy in his heart. It's Bob, sure as fate. Fate is called luck. So he's feeling himself lucky after meeting Bob. I was uncertain I would find you here if you were still in the existence. So he was saying that he was very unsure that he's going to find him here, and if he is still alive. Well, 20 years is a long time. So now he was saying 20 years, really a long time. The old restaurant's gone, Bob. I wish it had lasted so we could have had another dinner here. How has the West treated you, old man? Now that new person was wishing that maybe that Bob, Joe, Brady restaurants would be here so that they could go in that restaurant and can have another dinner as they had last time. But now the restaurant was not there. So now he is asking that how that man is doing in the West, and he is addressing that person, an old man. Boy, it has given me everything I asked for. You have changed a lot, Jimmy. I always thought you were 2 or 3 inches shorter. Yes, Jimmy, in West I found everything I wished for. But I'm seeing some changes in you, Jimmy. You are looking taller, and I was thinking you must be 2 or 3 inches shorter. Oh, I grew a little bit after I was 20. Then Jimmy said that he gained height after he became 20 years old. Doing well in New York, Jimmy. Now Bob asked, are you doing well, Jimmy, in New York? Moderately. I have a position in one of the city department. Moderately is called on average basis. So Jimmy replied, yes, I have a good position in one of the department of the city. Come on, Bob, we'll go round to a place I know of and have good long talk about old times. Now, Jimmy wished to take Bob at one of its known place where they can sit and had long talk about their old times. The two men started up the street arm in arm. Now, both started walking on the street arm in arm. The man from the west, almost arrogant with his success, was beginning to outline the history of his career. Arrogant means haughty, or means the person who are thinking better himself than the others. So the man who was in west means Bob was telling about the things, how he began his career in west and how he became successful. The others, submerged in his overcoat, listened with interest. Submerged is called hidden, means the other person, the Jimmy, was hidden himself, hiding himself in his overcoat, and was listening to Bob very carefully with interest. There was a drugstore with brilliant electric lights at the corner. So the street from where they were walking, at the corner side, there was a drugstore from where good light was coming. When they came into the glare of the bulbs, each of them turned simultaneously to gaze upon the other's face. Simultaneously means at the same time. So in the light of those bulbs, when they turned at the same time, they looked at each other's face. The man from the west stopped suddenly and released his arm. So Bob stopped and released means to take his arm away from Jimmy. You are not Jimmy Wells, he snapped. Snapped is called to say something by moving himself. So Bob moved away, Bob, and said to Jimmy, you are not Jimmy Wells. 20 years is a long time, but no long enough to change a man's nose from a Roman to a pug. Now, Roman and pug has come for the nose. Roman means round nose and pug means flat, short nose. So, Bob was saying, I know 20 years is a long time, but it is not so long that it can change a man's nose from round to flat. It sometimes changes a good man into a bad one, said the tall man. The tall man told that when the time changes, a good man turns into a bad one. You have been under arrest for 10 minutes, Silky Bob. Now he told that Bob was under arrest for last 10 minutes and he addressed him by his nickname Silky Bob. So this line shows that that tall man was none other than but a policeman who arrested Bob for some crime, and Bob has done something wrong that was illegal. The Chicago police thought you may drop over your way and wired us. Drop over means to visit the place casually, and wired means to make someone tensed. So according to Chicago police, you have visited our place casually and wanted to make us tensed. Going quietly, are you? That's sensible. And after visiting here, you wanted to go quietly. What a common sense, Bob. Now, before we go to station, here is a note I was asked to hand you. So, before we move towards the police station, here is a note for you. You may read it here at window. It's from Patrolman Wells. You may now read this note, and this is written by Patrolman Wells, that policeman with whom you met before some time. The man from the west unfolded the little piece of paper handed to him. So Bob unfolded the piece of paper. His hand was steady and when he began to read, but it trembled a little by the time he had finished. Steady is called without movement and trembled means shivering. So when he unfolded the note, his hands was without any movement, but as he finished reading it, his hands started shivering. The note was rather short. That was a short note. Let's see what is written in that note. Bob, I was at the appointed place on time. So this note was addressed to Bob and he was saying that that person was on time at the appointed place. When you struck the match to light your cigar, I saw it was the face of the man wanted in Chicago. When you used your matchbox to light up your cigar, I saw your face, and I remembered this face was the same face that was wanted by Chicago police. Somehow I couldn't do it myself, so I went around and got a plainclothes man to do the job. Somehow I was not able to complete my duty to arrest you. That's why I went away from you and asked another policeman who was in plain clothes to arrest you, Jimmy. This note was written by Jimmy. So now it is clear that Patrolman Wells was none other than Jimmy, the old friend of Bob. So here we can see that Jimmy and Bob both kept their promise to meet after 20 years at the same place on time, and they did. But here it is also confirmed that yes, Bob has done something wrong that is illegal, and Jimmy here shows his duty towards the
police. Means Jimmy was very honest, fulfilling his duty. He was a friend of Bob. That's why he was unable to arrest. But even then, he was so honest that he told to another policeman who was in plain clothes to do his job. So here we have completed this short story with surprise ending. So that's it for now. We'll meet again.